Hello, hello, welcome, welcome, good afternoon. It's Claudia here from Colorway Arts. I'm so excited to be with you this afternoon. Hello, King, I see Patty. Thank you for coming. Oh my goodness. I hope this afternoon can be, very inspiring for you. I have so many great ideas to show and a special invitation as well, okay? Because we are, in this last, half of the year, and I have planned wonderful gluing time for all of us. I cannot wait to show you and give you some details. And well, before I go even further, I'm still, organizing. So today is really like inspiration. I want to show what is coming. And next week, we're going to start, registration and all those stuff. I want you to just be aware and don't miss my emails and everything next week because it'll be really, really fun. Hi, Holly. Glad to see you. Well, I answered your email. Hopefully you got it. Hey, Patty. Susan, good. Happy you are here. Hey, Maria Elena, always with me. So glad you are here with us. Yes, Susan, good. Hey, Charlene, how are you? Yes. Good. Hey, Linda. I did. Thanks. Perfect. Hey, Betsy. Very good. Fantastic. Fantastic. So I know this time of the day is not the best for many of you, maybe, or for some many that will watch the replay, but that's okay. Okay. And I do want you to know as well that if you ever miss one of my lives, you can always go back to our like Facebook page or YouTube channel. I don't know where you are watching. We are going live now at the same time in both channels, so you can always go back to that channel and watch again the replay. Okay, so that's really, really fun. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Betty. Good to see you. Betty, Diane. Oh, so glad. Yes. So good. Okay, so some of what I will be sharing here, I shared last week with members of our Cartonnage Club. But I have something extra, more new things. And also because we talked last week in the Zoom meeting in the club, I changed a few details of the contest. Okay, that's coming. And I will let you know. I also made some samples this week that I love it so much. In the process of planning and deciding what to do in the art itself was very nice. Okay, so I think we can kind of get started. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here with me. So what I decided to do for this half of the year actually is not really that I decided. I always say I follow my heart, and then I was doing something that I just had to. Okay, I don't know if you have something like this in your life. Sometimes you just feel that I have to do that. I cannot sleep if I don't do that. And that was I was doing after I came back from my trip from Brazil visiting family. I started just I have to do this and glue a little bit scraps and work with this and that. And suddenly I was doing 3 or 4 different projects and I stopped to look and I said, oh my goodness, all of them have frames. So how about we start and we do something related to frames from now on, right? So we can get together and do, of course, online, but do a lot of fun things, that can have a different purpose as well, right? So that's really, really exciting. So in all of those projects that I was making, I was able to divide this into 3 main events starting now, okay? And so one of them, it is a special contest, and that's why I was inviting you for this live, because the most of the samples I'm going to show you now are for ideas or suggestions for our Cartonnage Framed Art Contest. It is a great one. I hope you enjoy. We're going to have money prizes. I'm going to have club membership, like lifetime access. Well, lots and lots of fun. And I will give you more details here. Okay, I will tell you how to register and all those stuff. Registration is not open yet, okay, but it is. You have until October 13 to submit your art for the contest. So, okay, we have time for that. Nice. And then more than the contest that I will be explaining to you, we also have in September, we have the celebration of the National Cartonnage Day. So the National Day is usually, it is actually September 16th. So during this time on Cartonnage Day, I will be a vendor at AQS show here in Grand Rapids, and also here your invitation in case you want to you'll be around. It's a great show. Okay, we're gonna have a booth there, so I can't do the National Day during the day exactly. So we are postponing, and the celebration will be on the 23rd, which is this following Saturday. Okay, so for the National Cartonnage Day, I have one special project, and I will show you here as well. Hope you like the idea. It's completely different than everything that I have done so far. And actually, it has different purposes. So my invitation is for us to glue with a different purpose, and I will show you here soon. And then after that, continuing, the year, we have our annual online cartonnage retreat, which is a bigger project, with more details and all those stuff, is for members of the club. And I'm thinking in inviting some guests this year as well. It will be lots of fun. Okay, so this is more like November. Okay, so it's for later. But right now, I'm gonna focus today into our Cartonnage Framed Art Contest, and also in our National Cartonnage Day. Okay, the two next events coming from now until September, but October, to say. Hello, hi Georgiane from California, Becky from Idaho, Mary, Maryland. Yay, so good. Yes. Hey, Erica, you made it as well. So good. Oh, we have a few from Canada now. Carla and Ingrid. Kathleen. So nice. Amazing. Okay, so if you have any question, you just put in the comments, right? And you're gonna see there. Before we're gonna go any further, okay? Some ideas I will give you now for the contest. You can start from do-it-yourself kits or not. Okay, it's really up to you. Some of do-it-yourself kits we are in production now, so next week is a big week for us. So don't miss my emails next week. Next week we're gonna have do-it-yourself kits available for the frames and for National Day. We also gonna have something a little different, especially for members of the club, because I don't think I will have as much available, but that's okay. It's for next week. And I will start registration for the contest, okay? And so now let's talk a little bit about the contest before I show, the details and all the dates and how to register and all those stuff. Let me show samples, right? First, that's why you are here, right? So let's see here. Hey, Donna, I see Lydia, Susan, hello, fantastic. Okay. So let me start with the last one I made, like I finished yesterday. And I have to laugh or cry, I don't know. Yesterday I was making the videos for the new course that is part of the contest, okay? Because just for you to understand, this contest is to make frames or add frames in some sort of way. It can be just a frame or a frame attached to a box or a book, okay? With samples will be more simple, but then covered in fabric using our cartonnage technique, right? So to make sure that everybody will know how to do, they will have all the information, all the details, I'm creating an online course, right, with all the information. So yesterday I was here, little story behind the scenes. I was here recording videos that it was a long time, like before in summer I didn't make any new videos, so it was some time. Then, okay, I recorded for several hours. And then when I started editing the videos, I just noticed that in the last 2 hours of what I was doing, my mic had died. And there is no sound in my videos. So now I have to see what I'm gonna be doing. I hope at least a little part that it was finishing one project. I think I will just put the sound on and show what I was doing, something like this. I have to figure that out. I mean, that was kind of a happy accident, not so happy, but Now I know I have to pay more attention next time, okay? But then, other words, I'm already, I'm creating that course, and at some point next week, I will make it available, okay? Very good. So let's get started. As I was saying, that I made that yesterday in the videos, so I'm more like excited. I don't know if you are like me, like it looks like the last thing I did is the one that I'm most excited about. But of course, everything that is here that I will show you, I love so much. So to have an idea about this frame that I'm talking about, let's get started and show you that. Before I show what I made yesterday, let me show what I probably was the first one that I made. So it will be more easy for you to kind of understand the whole idea, because some of you may not have seen this yet. So let's see. Okay, perfect. So this is one of the ideas. Okay, so what is this process of framing with fabric about? So this is, in this case, it was like a quilting art that I made long ago, maybe 8 years ago. And then this is a cartonnage frame that was made using our cardboard, right, chipboard, and covered with fabric in certain way that I can, hang this on the wall. So this is one of the ideas. Okay, this is one of ideas. So what is the contest now that I want to share is that you will create something, okay, and we'll frame in using our cartonnage idea, okay? So start thinking here, what you do. I will show you all the categories that we have, different things. It's not just for quilts. Quilts is just one of the categories of the show, of the contest, okay? And then, well, I'll get to the yesterday. So this was made by Chris Hornby from Green Dragonfly Studio. She made for me this embroidery, and then I put in a frame as well. So it's not just, again, that was quilt. This is with some embroideries, in this case, wool embroidery, but I mean, here you can use any category that you can feel from hand embroidery for sure, right? This one other here is a bigger one that I'm using with like fabric collage. So this is no sew, okay? No sew and everything glue. I have one way that I like to do this. And inside this course that I told you that will be available for the contest, I will also give a lot of suggestions and tips on how to do this fabric collage with no sewing, okay? And what I like to do, what fabrics, how to start, how to plan, where to find, images that you can combine. So it will be lots and lots of fun. Okay. So this one here, this is another idea. So this is one of the sizes we will have do-it-yourself kit for the frame. Okay. The art is up to you. So this idea is you can have the frame just as it is. You can have a double frame. This is all included in the kit. It's up to you. And you can do, in this case here, this is all glue. There's no removable thing. But then if you want to do, for example, a small, any size, of course. But if you want to do this removable, so you can put any art you want and you can remove and change, you also can do that. I didn't finish this yet. This part of my tutorials, but just for you to have an idea. So this we had in the class. Donna is here first, was the teacher for us to make the binder with a lighthouse quilt. But my machine had a problem. And instead of sewing, I just did, with hit and bond and then just draw lines with a pen, lots of fun. But look how unique also we can do. We can do these double frames for any size. And then this is the small size. This idea is the big size, okay, large size. And then I also have the medium one that I want to share that I made this week. That is this one right here. So this is it's also not glue there. So this is the medium size of the frame, okay? Do you need to use these sizes of frame? Of course not, okay? And you don't need to do just frames as it is to hang on the wall. You can make a frame and put on a box or put on a cover, and I will show you here in a minute. So just stay with me here. I'm starting with frames. So this idea here is very exciting to me. For a long time, I have been thinking, oh, I love so much the looking of the English paper piecing, right? The paper piecing. I love that. I think that it looks like a puzzle. It really catches my attention. But if you are for me from like time, you know that sewing is not, really my thing. So I know I don't have patience for that. I have seen my friends doing and I love it, and I really admire those that want that do, this. But I was thinking, how can I? Well, I want to glue this, of course. I don't want to sew, but I want the same looking. So I came out with my way of doing, very simple, very easy. And then this is also how describe it and show, how to do in the video and the course. That's part of the part of the contest. The course, it will not just be available for the contest, but will have help. It will help everybody joining the contest. So for example, just for you to understand, in this one here that I said, this is the kind of the paper piecing, no sew here at all, right? And then this is one, if you want just one frame or double frame, right? It's different. And super fun to do. Let me know in the comments, do you like this? Who likes bees here? Oh, I bought those fabrics, and really these bees, now it's available in our shop, this fabric. It's really it looks so real, like it's really looking real. And I was laughing when I was doing this, because my plan was actually to have flowers here, because I thought, well, bees could be on top of flowers. I couldn't come out with, I tried different, let me show you here. I tried different fabrics, different things. None of them were like, okay, none of them were helping. So when I said, oh, how about I do the same as these? And then I'm going to put a fussy cut, a bee put in the middle. And then I really love it. Okay. So it's so fun. And then I made another one with different. So this is also axis, but like elongated. And those are just the normal axis. So this is only this is absolutely fun, completely fun. All the options for you to go from here are, amazing. In this frame contest, or even though you can even play with sizes. So let's say, for example, you want to put 3 frames together, or I don't know, 2, 3. It is, I mean, really, possibilities are endless. And the video tutorials will be very, complete about this. Okay, any questions so far? Yes, yeah, it really should be so super fun. So now, should I show more samples, or should I show these details of the contest? What do you prefer? Let me know in the contest. Should I keep showing samples or explain the contest first? Please put in the comments. Do you want me to explain the contest or show more samples? Details. Okay. Explain. Contest. Okay. More samples, explain samples. Samples and explain. Okay, I will do both. But let me get started and explain the details then. Details, samples. Yeah, I think we are half and half. So let's get started with the details, and then I will back to the samples, because those that I show you now were just the frames itself. Okay, so from now what I have more to show are like frames attached to boxes or covers or things like this, right? So let's go to the let's go to my other computer, and yes, perfect. Okay, so my idea here is that, again, with all those events, my idea is that we can have fun crafting, okay? Tons of fun crafting. I would like everybody to also have fun playing, and I will show in a minute, because now I will also explain about the National Cartonnage Day, because we have a frame on that project as well, right? And then with that, that playing is also not only playing, because I think crafting as well, it can like increase the awareness and can remember us how good it is for our brain, for our mind, for our heart, for everybody, for everything, when we are using, playing and crafting and be active, and so this is so important, and you understand in the National Day as well as the contest, because I mean, when you are thinking and planning your arts, you are, so I know how I am, and I think you probably will do the same, like feel your mind is so excited, you are thinking so many possibilities, and suddenly you are feeling better and your life is better, and I mean, all those things happen with me, and I think it can happen with you as well. Hello, hi Julie, so great to see you here. Okay, and then what else? We're gonna also help those in need with a fundraiser for the National Cartonnage Day. I always do that every year, and this year won't be different. We can also make unique gifts and look at our fabrics in a kind of different way, okay? Inspire and be inspired. And that's one of my biggest goals in the contest as well. Because when I see what others are doing, right? Like, for example, I just showed you the bees, no-sew paper piecing with the bees. I know many of you maybe are thinking, oh, that's a good idea. I can use that fabric or that fabric. I could put a button in the middle. I can see so that inspiration is just so important for all of us. And we're gonna create and keep memories that's more a little further on the way in our retreat, and also spread the joy. So those are all my goals with this, okay? So what are the events? First, we have this Cartonnage Fabric Framed Art Contest, okay? We have a new online course for that, as I said, okay? And it starts, actually, we're gonna start in September, or maybe next week we're gonna start registration. I'm still finishing here. Registration for the course starts next week for sure. But then we have until October 13 to submit your art, so a long time for you to play. And then that's in the contest. National Day is gonna happen in September 21 to 23, and our online cartonnage retreat happens in November. Okay, good. So here are some samples. I just show you a few of them here for you in the art contest. Okay, and I will go ahead and continue with the information for the contest, and then I will come back and explain about the National Day. I think that's more, ideal for us. So calendar of events, I already said. The first thing you have to know is that we have next week, I will have do-it-yourself kits and the online course available. And you have until October 13 to submit your art, okay? So let's see here a little bit of the... Kim said, I have so many ideas rolling around our mind, I just have to decide what I want to do. That's perfect, Kim. Don't also ask me, how many can I enter? I said, I will answer today. That's great. I love that this is, bringing some ideas and bringing some more joy for all of us. That's really fantastic. Okay, so here are the 6 categories that we have for the contest. Okay, I already tell you, you can enter you can do like multiple entries, you can make more than one thing, but you can only enter in 3 categories. So let's see, you want to enter in, I don't know, you're gonna, which one, but you can only enter in 3. You can enter more than one, but only for 3 categories. So for example, let's say you want to enter 5 arts, okay? They are in 3 different categories, and then 2 of those categories, for example, you can enter 2. That's okay, okay? The maximum is 3 categories. Well, here you're gonna have, the first one is the framed quilt and quilt arts, okay? So that will include the English paper piecing, the paper piecing in the traditional sewing method, and all that you can imagine when you are sewing, but not embroidery, okay? Sewing like a quilt arts, using this part of the sewing. So this is one of the categories you can join. Another one will be no-sew fabric arts, okay? So I show you here for you the big joy board that I made. And again, in the course, I will explain more and give more examples, give you templates, a lot of things, okay? But no-sew fabric art, so it can come fabric collage, fabric iris folding that I love so much, no-sew paper piecing, and so on. What else you can imagine to do with fabric, but without sewing, okay? The third one is framed mixed media arts. So that will include a variety of other mediums. So for example, excluding fabric. So let's say drawing, painting, paper arts, wood, what else you can, macrame, I don't know. Whatever, no, macrame I think is the hand art. Okay, I mean, you see, some other than this. Now here's something also important. Let's say you make a quilt art, and you also paint a little bit, okay? You paint the fabric and you made the quilt art. So what is the most, how can I say, no important, but what is your art most applicable, okay? So, you're gonna enter into quilt arts, because even though we are painting, most of them is a quilt art, so is the selection is that, okay? And then we're gonna have another one. How about using glass? Wow, that's a great idea, Georgienne. I have no idea. You can. Then we'll be in the mixed media arts. You're gonna be with glass. That's okay. Okay. There's another category, frame machine embroidery. Okay, that's it. So if you play with that, you make designs, or even though you are, for example, adding more details or painting or something, but your biggest part is machine embroidery, so that's where you're going to be entering. And we have another big category that is framed hand needle art. So cross stitch, modern stitching, wool, tatting, crochet, knit, macrame, I don't know. What art you can make with this, okay? So for example, I bought, okay, I'll show in the sample later better. And then the last one will be the sixth, the last category is frame on different cartonnage projects. So you are not just making a frame, you are making a frame and adding to a box or a cover, and I will show you the samples here. Okay, so you can also put there in this. So basically the first ones, the first 5 would be more like a frame itself, okay? And then the 6th category, this last one will be when you mix others. So in the last one, if you decide to apply to the last one, then doesn't matter what type of art you are making, okay? You will apply to that one. Okay, great. Amazing. So let's see what else. I hope you can find yourself in one of those. If not, let me know. Okay, let's jump directly to the prizes. Okay, let's jump directly to the prizes. Then I will go explain a little bit more. So this will be a jury. We're gonna have a jury panel for this. Okay. So, and I'm thinking here and inviting people from different art areas. So it will be really fun. Okay. I want to be very serious in this. Okay. And what I'm giving here as the prizes, I hope like get you excited to do as well. Not only for all that I said as the benefits for us as making the arts, but also with the prizes, right? Okay. So the best of the show, we're gonna be award ribbon and $350. Okay. First words. Okay, Donna, I'll see in a minute. Sorry. Then the viewer's choice. Okay, for the viewer choice is what's happened. I think in the next slide we'll say that once we have the finalists, I will have 5 finalists for each category. Those will have to send to my place here those pieces so we can have a display in the shop, and I will have an event in the shop. So we're gonna have a viewer's choice from this event, And also I will create a page on the internet where we can vote online. So viewers' choice from local and online voting will be $200. Then we have the first place in each category. It will be 150. And all finalists, okay, 5 in each category, will receive an exclusive gift from Coloray Arts. Most likely will be a gift card to be easy, you know, to, to send to you. And our winners, so I have 1 per category 6, plus best of the show, and plus viewer's choice. So 8 people, okay, if they are all different, 8 people will get a Cartonnage Club lifetime access, okay? So let's say for as long as I keep the club going on, you know, and all those courses there, and I'm not planning to finish this, what happened, these winners will be part of the club, be members, but don't need to pay anymore. Sounds good? Hope so. Let me know in the comments. Did you like it? Said yes or not? Are you excited to join us? Let me know. Let me know. I'm very happy with this. I think that we can, you know, create so many different, you know, share so many ideas. It's really, since I started making the frames long ago, I felt that we can use Cartonnage for a lot of more things than just making the boxes. It can be part of something else. I think that is really, really, really nice. Amazing. I have 3 unique ideas. Perfect. Sounds great. Fabulous prizes. Exciting. Awesome. Awesome. Exciting. Love this. Love this. Oh, thank you. I'm very excited. Good, good, good. So that said, let's keep going and show what we are looking in the art, okay? And then kind of the sequence, okay, to apply. Let's see here. I see questions already. If we do need the art, I will answer this. This is a very important question from Patty. If we do need the art, must be our own original design. I will talk about this in the next slide. Patty, thank you very much for bringing this up. Very important question. And I can't wait to see the amazing projects. Yes, yes. So exciting. I can hardly wait to start. Very good. Mine is going crazy. That's what I love. Sounds fantastic. If we did win something and had to send, we would. Oh, yes. Okay. Another important question. Sounds fantastic. If we did win something and had to send, we would be sending a cross-border. The cross-border is a question still in my mind because I want to have all finalist products here with me, arts here with me, so I can really see and touch, you know, and have and display in the shop. So I don't know how we're gonna do with the international because we will need to see prices of shipping going back and forward. It will be kind of maybe too expensive for us. So, but I don't want to kind of, so to say, you can't apply. So I have so many from other countries. I would be so sad not to do. So I would say apply, you know, and then if it is international, maybe apply as soon as you can. So if we can come out, like maybe you send to me a picture and I see if I can really see if it is really good to see and notice that, or maybe we do a live, like, oh, you can do a Zoom and I can see better instead of just a picture. That's a great idea. I think that way we're gonna be doing, like, let's say if you are about to be a finalist, I will have a Zoom with you, you're gonna show me, and then from there, I think we can this art can be included without being, you know, excluded, because it is, I know how shipping is international. Okay, thank you very much for doing that. Okay, sounds like good fun. I have done some paper piecing and iris and tea bag folding. Oh yes, Penny, look at this. I know our group is super, super, super creative. Exciting, good. We'll sell the pre-cut frames. Yes, Mary. Next week, we're going to have the 3 sizes available. The large one, the medium, and the small. And good, Donna. And let me talk about the kit later. Let me finish this presentation so I change my camera here. Okay, so what we are looking for in the art. first, must to be framed or include a frame somehow, using cartonnage technique. So you have to have the cardboard and fabric, and you have done the way we do, gluing fabric, That's why I have one online course that you can learn how to do and see all the tips and tricks and then make the best you can, okay? The maximum size, okay, it is 14 by 14. Why? Because as we need to ship this going back and forward, the bigger the piece, the more complicated to ship, right? So I had planned 14 by 11. That is my frame, but someone said had already an idea of using like scrapbook papers that are 12 by 12. So I added, I think 14 by 14, it's very reasonable. So that's would be like the maximum size of this frame, okay? Now, the question that Patty said, creativity and originality, we're gonna be looking for to find the finalists. So what I mean with that, creativity, of course, I just want to go wide with your mind and think what you can do. And what Penny said, just like now, she said she had done paper piecing, tea bag folding, iris folding. So what is my idea? Possibly combining materials and techniques. That would be amazing. You don't need to, but I can tell you that the more you kind of combine what you want, what your passions, more fun will be for you, more interesting will be for the judges and for the public that will be seeing, right? So if you are, for example, doing Patty asked about like a needlework, right? You don't need to create your own pattern, but you can use the pattern from someone else. So you're gonna put in the submit form, who else? But I would love if you can add your touches there, right? Maybe you do something else or include some flowers, buttons, ribbons. I don't know. There's so many possibilities here. Okay, so it will be amazing if that is possible. If not, if you want, even though apply just with a pattern of someone, you maybe do something in the frame that is completely different, or so many. Oh, and now I remember of a book that I have here. Okay, I'm gonna share this picture inside the course. I remember a book now. Perfect. Okay, that can show wonderful frames. Good. Another thing, the quality of the artwork and the craft skills demonstrated like with the art as well as in the frame option and construction. So for example, we are looking also into a little bit of the quality of what you're doing or your skills. So that's why, again, I had to create this course that is showing how to do. So you follow step by step and you're going to have a great, finishing using our technique. So that will be amazing. And I also would love to know some story behind. Again, you don't need to, but it would be super good to hear from you. Why did you choose this? What is your story on that? Maybe you create a scene from a picture like yesterday, right? If you are in our Facebook group yesterday, we went to the beach for the sunset. Was the most amazing sunset I think I have seen. So amazing. And I took a picture, and there is in the Facebook group, there is like, for example, that red and the sun and seagulls. So maybe I decide to create an art based on that. So I can, for example, upload the picture and say, I use this picture as inspiration for that. As artists, creative people, we can come out with so many things. I know. Yes, Penny, you should attribute any change patterns of designers you use. Absolutely, absolutely. And also ask if you want to use something, for example, and change something on the pattern of someone. Some people need permission for that. Some people just allow to do smaller or bigger, but some designers do not allow to change the size of the pattern. I said, I know that because one day I was talking with a designer and I was so excited that it was all beautiful. And I found her in the in the show, and I said, oh, I'm so excited to make this. Oh, I'm gonna make a little smaller to fit my box. She looked at me with the eyes like this. She said, never, you can't change any size of my pattern. I said, oh, I'm sorry, not doing anymore. Not doing anymore. So it depends, who is the designer, if make sure it's allowed to change size or something like this, right? We don't want to run into any issues here. Okay, so that said, hopefully no question here. Let me see. Oh, there's a question here. One of my ideas is a frame, but it is not a typical frame. May I send you a note separate to see if it qualifies? Debbie, if it is a frame, like in the concept of having cardboard, paper, and your art in between two pieces, so to speak, like as a frame, you are seeing something around. You can make an octagon, you can make a triangle, you can make any round, you can make any shape you want. If it is in this thing, like, okay, your art in between two pieces of chipboard, so to speak, at least, okay, you can have multiple frames. But yes, if you want to send me, you can, for sure. Don't worry about that. But hopefully that help others as well. Okay, then let's go to the last slide of the contest. Okay, then I will show the samples, and then I go to National Cartonnage Day because, and then we that's the way. Good. So how it will be work? How this work? First of all, the person needs to be part of the online course to meet the art. It's mandatory. Why? Because this course, as I told you already, has so many inspiration, details, hands-on glue, making the frames, and so it's really important, and I really want the person to be in this course to submit. Okay, good. So non-club members, why? Members of the club, attention, this course will be in the members area. So members, if you are a member of the club, you don't need to register for the club, for the course, okay? Of course, we're gonna submit your art, but you don't need to do anything else prior. The course will be in your account. If you are not member of the club, you can join us in the club anytime if you want. That's amazing, because there's so many projects, so many benefits to be a member. That's fantastic. And if you decide to join the club, that's it. You join the club and then you submit your art. But if you are not a member and you are not planning to join the club anytime soon, then you can register for this course, which is $19.99. I decided to do a very low price for this now during this part. I will add more things to this course in the future, and will sell separate in the future after the contest, but then it will cost more. Okay, I have to tell you, I just put the lowest price I could to just be behind the scenes with all that I need. So you have two choices. If you're a member of the club, you can just submit your art. That's it. You don't need to pay anything. If you are not a member, or you join the club and then you fell into the first category, or you will register for the online course that is $19.99. Then when you submit your art, you don't need to pay anything else because you are part of the course. Okay? Hopefully this makes sense. Then inside this course, you're going to have the link on where you go to submit your art. There will be a form. We're going to answer a few questions and upload the picture, okay? And you have until October 13th to submit. You are allowed for multiple entries, okay? But in maximum 3 categories per person, okay? Again, what I said already, 5 finalists in each category will be selected by a jury panel, and then you send the art for me. We're going to have an event here for the viewer's choice, and I will send back to you once we finish. And the finalists will be announced on October 20, okay? So those that will be the finalists, I will ask you, as soon as you know you are a finalist, to send the piece for me, because then on from November 2 to 10, unless something happened in the middle of this that we need to postpone, but I don't think so. Then during this time, I'm going to have an event in the shop, and we can have the viewer's choice voting. Okay? And then the winners will be announced in a live video on November 15, okay, which is one day before my birthday. And we're gonna have a wonderful live where I'm gonna be showing the winners and all those stuff. So hope this makes completely sense for you. Hope you are super excited to join us, okay? And now let me keep showing a little bit of more samples. And then we go to the final project, that is the National Cartonnage Day, which is super, super important. So don't go anywhere. Stay with me for, yeah, maybe 10 minutes more, we finish, okay? So don't go anywhere. So, any question, let me know. Now let me go and start showing then some of the other projects that you can make. Okay, we have several do-it-yourself kits already in the shop. And another thing that I'll be doing is I will create in my shop, colorwayarts.com, I will create one collection for the ideas or products for the contest. So all the kits that I know that can be like easily made for the contest, for example, to apply frames, or they already have frames, or the frames can be used, I will kind of have in this collection, so it'll be easy for you to do. And before I go any further, let me show. Let me show you about the kit, because this is an important thing that you'll see next week. So this is the kit for the big one, okay? So what you will receive in all the sizes, the big, the medium, and the small, you will have three big pieces actually of chipboard at the end of the day, because you will receive the chipboard for the base. You will receive the big frame, which is same size, okay? So if you just want to do the two pieces, this is what I want. Then, and you will receive the smaller one if you want, with the extra pieces if you want to do something else. But these pieces here would be kind of trash, not trash, but I mean, I don't have anything to do with this. Those came from the inside of the frames, okay? They came from here. So they will be inside the kit. So it means that your kit, you will be able to make the frame, and you will have extra two big pieces or small, depending on the time. Those will be extra for you to make your own, anything you want, right? You can make a lot of things. Okay. Nancy is asking, no members pay $19.99 registration fee plus fee for do-it-yourself kit. Nancy, do-it-yourself kit is not, and there's also a question from Debbie. If we don't buy a frame, may we donate directly to your charity? We don't really, you don't need to buy the do-it-yourself kit for this, okay? You don't need. I'm just saying that we have several options I will put in the shop so you can decide what you want to do. But if you want to learn how to cut your own chipboard, create your own size, in the course, yesterday I already recorded that, showing how you get your dimensions, how I like the frames to be. Just a suggestion, but you can make the size you want, okay? So you don't really need to do that. So the $19.99 is for the course, okay? The course without the information, online course that we're gonna keep having access for more time, but then the do-it-yourself kits is up to you, okay? Good. So let's keep going, showing the rest. So I think let me start with the covers. And I have a video that I will also share next week that I made for the course, but I will show that video for everybody, even those that are not in the course, to have an idea. Just pictures showing projects to keep inspired. So this sort of frame is also possible, okay? I call this frame as well, because this is actually a way of having this frame, but it's inside in the project, in the cover, okay? So for example, two ways of having a frame in the cover of a journal, or you have your art and the frame glued right here, or you can cut the piece right here and have that, right? Everything again, you will have way more information inside the course. This is a box, for example, that I did the same. I cut a hole here, and then I have a little quilt that I made, and here's my box. So this would be, even though this is a quilt art, I would apply this into the box category, that is the sixth category, not into the frames. What else? Well, this, for example, is just a box, a normal box, okay? What can I do with this? For example, you can make any of it. How many different boxes we have? So many. So this is one. So my idea here was, let's say I can put a frame here. I can also put a frame right here, okay? And then that's how we go on and on. I believe the one that is really easy to attach any frame is the photo art caddy. This is one of the kits that we have. You can also add a spinning thing on the bottom, and you can have, this was made 2 years ago, I think, in a workshop. You may have joined us in that. And this has a frame. So you can put frames all around the box, for example, and then here it goes. So if you know, for example, how to do an octagon box, you may do one frame in each side. I don't know, just ideas. And then, of course, you apply to the last category, that is that. And this is all removable as well. So this is also some ideas that can be done. This one does not have a frame, but I think this can be used for so many things. So let's say this design here, I learned from Shannon Brinkley, okay? So she has patterns in different sizes. I love doing this. This would not be into the frame category because I don't have a frame here, but I could make a frame different, for this box or for a different box, and then apply. I could put more buttons, etc., right? What else? Well, here I have a frame. That is a heart, okay? And this is fabric iris folding. So another idea that can be done in different ways. So this, that is really, really a lot. This is one that I also like so much. It is a box that I made that hole, and I attach it, like there's a bedding here, right? So another box that is super useful for embroidery and things like this. We also have a very good do-it-yourself kit that is the lidded box, okay? And the lidded box has this frame right here. I will consider this a frame as well, even though this is not, if you are with me or Jam made this already, this is not a cut in the chipboard. This is in the poster board. But here I have my art, a space for my art. Maybe this is what I want in a frame, like to put right here, right? To have if I can have the feeling of having a frame, that's what it is. Oh, of course. And we also have a normal photo frame, right? That can be like a standing thing that you also can put something removable, and lots and lots of fun in this part. Okay. So, any more questions here in this part because I think I'm done now with the contest. Explaining what is important for you to know now is that next week we're gonna have do-it-yourself kits available. You don't need to, it's up to you, in 3 sizes, and the registration for the course for non-members is open next week. And then, of course, the course will be at the same time as I open registration for non-members. Members will have access, okay? So that's what we have next week. And then now I have the something about the National Cartonnage Day. And are you ready to for that. I mean, it will be kind of both together, maybe in the same time. But you'll see here the project that I hope you understand how fun this is, and you see it'll make sense because it is a frame, but has something inside. When are the kits available, Mary? Sometime next week. I'm not sure. My supplier had a delay today, so just so maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, not sure. Okay, perfect. Maria Elena, so nice to hear that. Well, so what I'm doing now is the talking about now is the National Cartonnage Day. Okay, so as I said, I registered this day for us to have lots of fun together, gluing at the same time, right? So for this year, we're gonna have a live video on Saturday, same thing we had in the other years, okay? National Cartonnage Day on September 23rd, okay? This is the date for our live. But this year I will release the videos before that because I want, if possible, I want the project to be done, to be ready for Saturday, so we can play a little bit more. If you are not ready with the project for Saturday, that's okay. You can play with us on Saturday in the live video, and afterwards in the Facebook group, you can do that even without covering your pieces, and once you finish you can participate as well. And that's it. And on Saturday, I think we're gonna be playing on Saturday, and I have another simple project in mind that I want to do as well on that day. So National Day usually is a great day for groups to be together, invite your friends to glue with you, and make something very unique. Okay, so what is that? Betsy, is photography considered under the multimedia category for the framing contest? I mean, it can, but I don't think just a picture or just a photography itself. If you could do something with this photography, like maybe imagine like scrapbooking where you have photographies and something else, just to be more like considered like that would be better, because I'm not really sure if photography will be just as it is, okay? So like, let me say, attractive into this contest, considering all the other things, right? Yeah, International Cartonnage Day, yes, September 23rd. And that's a live day. What time? The live for the National Day usually starts around 10:30 a.m., right? And then we have the day to start to keep gluing, but the live is like about maybe 2 hours live, or 1 hour and a half, maybe 1 hour and a half, no more than this, because we're gonna play a little bit and then glue a little bit. So that's what we're gonna have in there. Hi, Chris. I'm so glad you are here. I showed your project before, okay? Fantastic. So now let me show what is the project for the National Cartonnage Day. Members already saw, but I think it is something completely unique. Maybe when I show you, we'll look and say, don't like it. She could make a box, but it is not a box, okay? And there are several reasons I decided to do something different this year. First reason is I don't have much time, as we have the AQS quilt and the retreat coming right after. So it's too many things for me to do in this part of the year. So I was looking into something simple anyways. Then we went to Brazil, visit family, and I got some feelings there. I just was looking, my dad, my father-in-law, and other people that we met there, and I said, it looks like these people could, how can I say, have more things to do. Like my dad, for example, if he could have a puzzle, but a little bigger puzzle, because he can't see very well anymore as much as in the past. And then I was with this idea of a puzzle, of, something. And then when I was literally in the airport coming back, I found this idea online for a puzzle. There is not just a puzzle, it's more. And you see here that I say it's more than a fabric reversible puzzle. It's way more than this. But once you look, you may imagine, oh, that's a puzzle. So let me show what is that. Hey, Kathleen, yes, 10:30 East time. Everything we do is in the Eastern time, okay? Or maybe as we don't have much things to do, I can maybe delay a little bit to not be so early in other places. Yeah, let's keep it like that. Maybe I changed a little bit the time, but it's in that date, September 23rd. And then again, in 2 days before, you will have access to the tutorials to make what I'm showing now. And this that I will be showing, it's called Tangram. I don't know if I'm pronouncing correct, but this is a kind of an old Chinese puzzle, okay? And it helps, I do believe that helps so much with our brain, and we all need this, right? And another reason to create this is that with our Cartonnage Club, we help a school in Brazil that is for not only kids, mostly kids, but not only kids with special needs, okay? And so this National Day will have do-it-yourself kits, and 50% of the proceeds from the do-it-yourself kits go directly to the school. Plus, as we have more activities inside the club, also this increases what we send to the school. So that's the biggest event I create in the year to help this school. Okay, so that's really fantastic. You will have the link to see how the school is. There's a video, there's a lot of things. So that one of my intentions also is creating more of these tangrams, okay, is sent to them so they can play with their students in the school, as well in some other places here that I saw, and that's why I create this with the bee fabric. I will share later this, but that's really fun. Love tangram puzzles, that's nice, fantastic. So let me show here one of them that I made. Very good. So let me show 3 of them together so you can see with different fabrics. Maybe you are not as fun as Tula Pink, right? So these are all made with Tula Pink fabric. This is all made with Catalina Estrada fabric. And this is just a Christmas fabric, right? Just to have fun and see, okay? So very good. So why is this tangram also in this framed idea? Because you can see here, let me use just this one here. This is the 7 pieces. So the tangram itself, they are 7 geometric pieces that you can put together to create so many different things. So first thing you can make is a big square out of those pieces. Okay, so I made in a way that we can do it reversible, okay? So we can have, for example, just one fabric for one of the sides and then have fun in the other side. And here's the frame. Huh? Same thing we are showing right now. If I want just to glue something here, that's my frame. But in this case, is the tangram, okay? So what else can we do? Just for you to have these pieces like this in your kitchen or any place you can play for a bit for some minutes in a day. And then, okay, how can I put this into a square? So it is already playing with the puzzle just to put in the square. And I left this in my counter, and it was so good to see my kids like stopping there and playing. Myself, when I don't do this square for 2 or 3 days, I have to stop and think, how will you do that? I forgot. Then I have to play a lot. So I'm training my brain, and I think that's one of the reasons for this National Day. Okay, so what else can we do with this? It's not just this. It's not just a reversible puzzle. So let me show here the do-it-yourself kit, okay, that will also be available next week. The price, I'm not sure, I think is $16. The price of this do-it-yourself kit, okay? Fabric tangram. It will include a booklet, and I will show you how to play with the booklet. And here is all the pieces for that, okay? So we're gonna have all the chipboard pieces and all the poster board pieces, you know, and the frame and everything, plus this little booklet that let me show you how to play with that. So here in the booklet, we have just, here you can see how you do this part. So if you want to cut by yourself because you don't want the do-it-yourself kit or we are somewhere, this is what you're gonna be doing, okay? So it's just a square that you cut, several cuts here, and that's it, okay? But of course, our kit is super precise. Plus is our fundraiser. So if you can, you know, separate a little bit to help, this school will be amazing and fantastic. They really, really need. I went there this year. They have a serious problem in the ceiling. So, I mean, lots of things that we can help. So here's what you can do, you know, only with those 7 pieces, only with the 7 pieces, there are several shapes that you can look at the shape and try to make it. So for example, okay, maybe I have 2 small triangles that I have to put here as my ears of this cat. Okay, maybe I need this to be here. And then I start making my cat and I can keep going, okay? Then let's say, oh, I'm tired. I'm here 15 minutes and I can't do the cat. How can I do the cat? So here at the end of the booklet, you can look how the pieces are connected to make that, okay? So that will be really, really amazing. And it is super, super fun. And not just for kids, not just for seniors, not just for us, it's for everybody. Really is for everybody. There is so much. It's really gluing with a purpose that it goes beyond our imagination. That's what I think, okay? So the idea for the National Cartonnage Day is that I want us to start playing with this puzzle. You can even start playing, if you buy the do-it-yourself kit, once you receive, you can start playing with the shapes of this without covering, just play with that to understand how you put pieces together, because how you can create a square, how you can, you know, start playing. So at the National Day on Saturday, you probably, or if you have time, you're gonna be with the pieces ready, covered, right? And if you are not ready yet, you can even play just with the pieces of cardboard you finish later, and then pictures will be added to our Facebook group or sent by email just for those that don't go. But then you'll find different shapes, not those here, because there are books and books of ideas of playing with Tangram. It's not just this. We can make hundreds and hundreds of different shapes just with these 7 pieces. Isn't that amazing? So that is what we will, so that's the challenge or the fun in the National Day. The playing part of the National Day, I will show a picture, a shape, and we're gonna try to play and make it. When we make, we take a picture, post in the Facebook group, you know, and we're gonna be having some fun this way on the beginning of the National Day. And then after that, I will glue with you and make something unique that I'm still finishing, okay? Let me see, what do you think about this? Interesting. What? That puzzle is so cool. Not just for kids. No, absolutely not. Great idea. I love this idea. It will be good for my 85 years old mom and my 4-year-old grandson. And you can, the 3 of you can play together. That will be amazing. I love the idea. And it's also super fun to play with the fabrics, right? So for example, let's say here, let me show the Catalina Estrada. I love those Catalina Estrada's fabrics so much. That was the last bird I had in one of the fabrics, right? So great to put together pieces, scraps of fabric again, you know, so it's really, really a lot of fun. Oof, my goodness, that is a lot. So actually this Tangram is the main idea for the National Cartonnage Day. Now, what is important for us, for everybody here to understand is we don't have much time until there, right? Unfortunately, unfortunately not, right? I went to Brazil to visit family. It was so important. I got so inspired. But then that shortened my summer in 1 month, And so now I'm running to finish everything, and it'll be all great, right? If I had turned my mic yesterday, it would be even better. That's okay. So glad it was a simple thing. So what I want to tell you, next week when I open kids in registration for the contest, but mainly the kids, when I start selling the kits, please see if you are planning to buy kits, try to buy as soon as possible. Even though I don't, if I don't ship right away, at least I know how many I need to make, and we can kind of work to make this happen easy. Okay, don't give for like last minute. Okay, I will keep making more kits, so it will not be sold out. But I want to be prepared here in my space, in my physical space, because we are kind of a little packed. And that's another idea for next week. One of the products I will be offering is to try to unpack a little bit my space. So this is something, but that will help us, everybody, to plan. Okay. I'm going to be busy. Yes, great project to donate. Yes, and the school also is really in need. So I will share the page so you can see what it is and how you can help them. Jen said, my 90-years old mom is a puzzle addict and loves quilts too. Oh my goodness, that will be a perfect gift for her. Absolutely will. And let me share another thing. One of the ideas Donna gave me is she wants to print pictures of her family, or I don't know if it's she and her husband or more of the family, small to fit some pieces. So when she give this to her grands, they will have the pictures as well, right? So because we can print pictures in fabric, like white fabric, and then do that. That will be also amazing. Super good, super good. Can we pick up in store? Would like us to pay ahead of time? Amy, yes, you can pick up in the store. Our shop, if you don't know that, our shop now has the option when you go to shipping, it asks if you want to ship or pick up. So you just mark pick up, then you don't need to pay anything else for like shipping. Before you're refunding shipping, now much easier with the pickup option. You go and come and pick up. The piece is large enough for them to do. Yes, that was one of the things that I made, because I actually bought a Tangram piece here to play first and understand, and the pieces were really small. So I thought, no, I want something bigger that I can use my fabrics, have fun with that my dad can see very well, and so many more people. So that will be amazing. Good. Fantastic. Photos included, great idea. Yes, absolutely. Why not, right? Or even for those, of course, this is something more, but for those of you that like embroidery, why not to make some embroidery in each of the, the fabrics, and how unique would be, right? This, right? Yeah, that would be so nice. Fantastic. Okay, my friends. Oh, that's a lot. 3:12 already. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you got excited as at, at least a little part of why I am here excited with these ideas, because I made so many things. I could stay like hours showing what I did with frames so far in Cartonnage, and the possibilities are endless, So listen to your heart and see what really you love to do. Don't rush. You have time. Maybe you make one you don't like, make another one, prepare your art. Okay, so now the most important again is for you to know that it's needed to be in an online course. The registration will open next week for those that are not members, and also kits will be available next week. Okay, and October 13th is the last day to join, to submit your pictures for the contest, and September 23rd is the National Cartonnage Day. Okay, any more questions, my friends? Anything I can help you today? Let me know in the comments, or let me know what you think. Okay, let me do this question. Put in the comments, do you want to Are you planning already to join the contest? Yes or no? Put it there. Hey, Marielena, so good. I love to see you here. Do you understand? Do you understand me very well, Marielena? This will be so fun. Yes, 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 yes. Yay! Woo-hoo! A lot of yes. That will be lots of fun. I seriously, I cannot wait to see all the different arts that will be created with this, because uh, what happens is we are a group that is so creative. I see so many people doing different things here and there and there and there. So how interesting to put out in a simple frame. Like, I mean, it's super simple to do, but it will make the whole difference. It may solve some of problems for some people like that don't know, maybe, okay, I love embroidery, but I don't know where to put my embroidery. Or I'd like to give an option or to give a gift for someone, but I don't want to give a huge quilt. What I can frame in a different way, not just frame in a wood frame. Okay. Oh, this is important. We don't accept just wood frames. Okay. I hope this is very clear. It must be fabric covered, glued in our cartonnage way. Okay. It's there in the names. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, it'll be so amazing. Okay, Jen, no problem, no problem. You guys can have fun. Not the you can make for yourself anytime. Okay, it will be, the course will keep being available, so you can watch later and do later as well. Amazing. So thank you so much, all of you that are here with me. I do appreciate, I honor your time. Thank you so much. And we keep in touch, okay? If you haven't signed up to receive my emails so far, go to my website, colorwayarts.com. There's like sign up for newsletter. And so you'll be in my list. So you'll receive emails, always easy to do. Okay. Can we do a picture frame with whatever in? Can we do a picture frame with whatever in? Yes. So for example, like this is a photo frame, a picture frame. Okay, this can be part of the contest. You're gonna do something here inside, your art will be here, and then you're gonna apply to that. So that's why I said, if you just put a picture here, then I mean, it will not be the art that we are expecting to, okay? Because it's not just about making a cartoonage project, it's also mixing your love, your passion. It's mixing your art with the cartoonage and all together and have fun doing. Okay? Yes, fantastic. Yes, you can. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. It was great to be here with you. And I will see you another time. Bye-bye. Happy gluing. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.